Hey everyone, welcome to FlatWebTV, the monthly show where we talk about the top news and happenings in the world of flatland BMX. My name's Justin Hoey.
And I'm Anthony Bulio.
And this is FlatWebTV. Well, hello and welcome everybody to episode 20 of FlatWebTV. Got a ton of stuff to talk about today.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, lots of good stuff. The summer of contests and content.
Yeah, I was thinking about this earlier today. It's been a very good summer so far. We've had, I can't count how many cool web edits have come out. I'm sure E-Frame might have a better handle on that because he documents it all. And contests, I mean, Voodoo Jam, great. The Worlds in Germany, the King of Ground in Kobe. We've got Anarchy and Anderson coming up. Also wanted to do a quick recap of the contests that we have going on right now to win the red Jungle Rider frame. It's tucked away in a safe location right now. I should have brought it out, but every time I look at it,
it's very nice.
It's hard to think about letting this thing go.
Nice.
Do keep in mind that entries are due by the 15th of August. Remember, it can be anything creative that uses the Jungle Rider FlatWebTV logos. Try to send those to us privately first via the contact us link on flatwebtv.com. We want to see, some cool stuff. Win this frame. It's a good frame.
Yeah, take some time, create something cool, and create something for your portfolio.
Yeah, at the very least, you'll have something for yourself, and it'll be good experience.
Yeah, and obviously we'll showcase it on the show.
Yep, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So something we talked about last month,
yes,
was a new series that we are going to be kicking off. We've got a new web edit coming out, which is called Fit for Flatland.
Fit for Flatland.
Yeah, this is inspired from my most recent horrible back injury, which made it so I was unable to go to Voodoo Jam.
And my current leg injury is hyperextended knee and a pulled muscle in my right leg.
That's from something.
Yeah.
Anyway,
playing soccer.
Yeah, soccer. And basically, we've got hooked up with Scott Hagnes, who, if you remember back, who created the Infection BMX video series, located here in Portland, Oregon. He runs a CrossFit gym. He's going to be helping us out, creating some great things on, stretching, some fitness activities, and then also how to improve your diet for flatland.
Yeah, I mean, we don't think about it because we're, just dudes on bikes, but it's an athletic endeavor, and it requires some level of fitness and
You're right.
diet,
Exactly. We're all not going to be, like the Terry Adams or the, like JF, very, very muscular guys that do obviously put a lot of emphasis on their riding, and they ride a lot, which helps them be very fit. Now, for myself, I've got a desk job. I'm working too many hours.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to kind of put something together for the rest of us. But to kick off the series, we've got Terry Adams with us today.
Yeah.
And we wanted to just get, his kind of take on what are some of the things that he does in stretching, some of his physical activities, and then also his diet.
For sure.
Obviously, he's a very muscular kind of guy. If you've most recently checked out Alex Jumlin's blog. But we've got Terry here with us.
Yeah.
And Terry, let's just jump right into it. Why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the things you do to help prepare yourself when you go out riding and stretching and things like that?
Yeah, I guess up until, like 2 years ago, I didn't even stretch. And a little bit of it was just being hard-headed and just thinking that I didn't need it. And just as I got a little bit older, I started to just feel my body just being a bit different when I got to the lot. Like, I was definitely a bit like crunchy when I was walking around. When I moved my arms, I could like feel my bones like popping or my muscles being a little bit tight. So basically everything that I do is just like stuff that I picked up from like different riders. And a lot of it may sound pretty standard, but like this muscle right here, sometimes it tends to get a little bit tight with doing a lot of the whip stuff or anything pulling the brake. So, I started obviously just cranking down like that and cranking up like that on my hands. As far as my ankles, I'll usually spend about, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes on just putting my foot on the ground and just like rolling my ankle in a circle, as well as just I got this from Simon O'Brien, just kind of doing your arms like that just to like loosen up. It looks like really funny and awkward, but I seen him doing it one day and I just kind of picked up on it. And actually the ankle rolling thing I took from Bobby Carter, and this thing I took from JF. So I just kind of like watch what other people do, and it seems to work for them, and I just go from there.
Absolutely. You know, I know stretching is something that I'm starting to do daily when I wake up. But what about, you know, things like, you know, just being fit and being strong? You know, we've seen some of the photos. You know, what are some of the things that you do to prepare yourself?
I guess if a week goes by where like I can see that I'm not riding as much as I normally do, I'll do around like 200 push-ups a day, and I've just been a fan of doing push-ups since talking to Steph and Sarah years ago, and just knowing how many that guy cranks out a day, and just taking a look at his physique. You know, you can tell that guy, you would think he's like bodybuilding or something, but really just a simple push-up is enough to kind of bulk you up. I know you know, I don't look bulked up at all, but it definitely keeps me in shape enough to get the job done. And as far as anything else exercise-wise, I spotted Matthias actually. He would get on the ground and just put his arms like this flat and just get in like almost a push-up position with his arms like this. And that was like kind of his ab workout. So I do that sometimes, as well as I have the P90X DVD, and I only use the ab workout. So it's like a 15-20 minute deal, and I just get on the living room floor and just do all these crazy crunches. So
yeah, I've actually done P90X myself, and
really?
Yeah, well, I did it several years ago, and I actually dropped some lbs. I probably should just pick it back up again, but once my strength is back. But they're pretty hard and pretty wacky little videos.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's funny too. Like you do it so much, and you start, I don't know, you start seeing the things that these guys are saying. I don't know. I'm laughing while I'm doing it, man.
I totally agree. They're talking about like, don't eat cheeseburgers, and it's like you're in the middle of sit-ups and you're just trying to not to laugh. It's kind of funny. So the last thing, Terry, that we wanted to talk to you about is you know, diet. You know, we know that diet can definitely help. Yeah, we drink a fair amount of beer here in Portland. But diet can play a huge part into you know, athletics. Yep. And kind of curious if there's any foods that you eat, you try to stay away from, and what's in your diet?
I guess my opinion on that is if you're riding 6 hours a day, like Pete Brandt, you know, you can pretty much eat anything you want. That guy could probably eat 6 hamburgers for breakfast and still wake up every morning with a six-pack. But if you're just, you know, casual rider riding 2-4 hours a day, whatever you got in you, and you want to stay really fit, sometimes I'll go a week straight with just eating like white meat, grilled white meat with brown rice. I try to drink water with just about any meal. You know, I don't do anything caffeine. I try not to. As well as instead of eating ice cream, I'll just eat yogurt, as well as a bunch of bananas and fruits. But other than that, just try to stay away from fast food, unless it's Raising Cane's, because their chicken's fresh, never frozen. So that's why I'm always eating there.
Awesome. Well, Terry, thanks for joining us and kicking off the training series that we're going to release later this month. Yep. And thanks for joining us.
Awesome, dude. Thank you for having me. And again, I appreciate you having me on the show. And I'm a big fan of what you guys are doing.
Awesome.
Well, we're a big fan of his.
Well, definitely a big fan of his. I agree. So obviously we've got that edit coming out near the end of the month. We've got another one coming.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. It's been, you know, an embarrassment of riches for us, and it's always an honor to talk to the pros. But we actually had a pro here for a whole week. Yeah, and that was pretty exciting. So Dane Beardsley has been on a around the country road trip. Pretty cool, stopping at you know, various spots along the way, and he came to Portland for a week. He did. You know, park riding, trails riding, and of course some flat riding, and we had the good privilege of filming him for a few days. He's pretty serious when he comes to filming. He really wants to get the trick right. Even if he pulls it, he wants to pull it again if it wasn't as smooth as he thinks it should be.
True perfectionist.
True professional,
and flowing flatlander for sure.
For sure. So we came out of that week visit with, I think, a cracking edit.
Very, very original.
Very original.
This is not, you don't just walk out to any flatline contest and see these types of tricks. It was really, really cool.
And all of this, Andy's a good guy. So stay tuned for that. We're going to launch that on August 7th.
Which is next Tuesday.
Yeah. It'll be well worth the wait. Great edit from a great rider.
Absolutely.
And thanks again for hanging out with us for a week, Dane. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Dane, we really appreciate you coming out, and we hope to see you again soon.
Yep. So, like we talked about at the beginning, there were a lot of contests, and we wanted to do a quick little recap on two of the bigger ones. The Worlds, which went down in Germany, of course.
Yep, which was almost got rained out, but they quickly moved spots.
And again, we've got to say thanks to the guys at Deep BMX for coming through and managing that contest again. I mean, there's been a good vibe the last couple of years with Deep BMX, running those contests.
Very, very cool video that they came out with as well.
For sure. So Matthias took the win. We had Dom getting second. He's had a good year, huh?
Oh, yeah.
And Des Marcin taking third. Matthias is really pushing that aggressive street style, and it paid off for him at the Worlds. Congrats to him.
Yep.
The King of Ground, round 2 in Kobe went down.
Those contests have been around a long time.
My goodness, and they are as good as they've ever been.
Yeah.
Yohei Uchino took first place with Moto right behind him, and our good friend Russia took third place. Russia also got first place at the Osaka stop for the G-Shock Real Toughness event, which is always a cool thing. Those events are a whole lot of fun, and he took first place, so congrats to him there. Speaking of Yohei, if you stick around after the break, we're going to hear from the man himself, get a little bit of insight on his life and his riding, and it'll be fun. You'll like that, I think.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Choosing the right frame is like choosing the right weapon for battle. Strength and elegance, form and function, there can be no compromise. The right choice will make the difference between heartbreak and glory. The arena is a lonely place. In fact, it's a jungle out there. Grab yourself a holiday.
Hey!
The new 2012 Jungle Rider Holiday Frame.
Well, we are back, and as promised, we have an interview with Yohei Uchino. Always one of my favorite riders to watch. I met him many, many years ago. He's a very nice guy as well. So we've got him up here on the Skype connection.
Skypey.
And it looks like he's outside. Hey, Yohei. So let's kick this right off. Tell everybody, where are you from?
Kobe desu.
Kobe. That's the city that I moved to when I lived in Japan.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did a little edit from there.
From Kobe, yeah.
That's right.
So, Yohei, for a little background, when did you start riding flat and why?
12年前です。当時高校生の時に、スケートボードを始めようと思って、で、スケートボードのコンテストを見に行ったんですけど、それが BMX のコンテストだったから。
So you didn't know it was for BMX?
そう。友達の情報ミス。そう。
Well, way back then, what was the first bike you rode?
一番最初のバイクは、一番最初ね、なんかね、トーカーっていうフリースタイルバイクで、フラットランプのバイクじゃない。そう。フリースタイルで。ペクとかこんな細かった。
I don't know if you remember this, but in 2001 in Kobe at American Park, we competed in the same contest, in the same class,
You got first place, huh?
No, not even close. Do you even remember that?
Yeah, I remember. そうそうそう、アンソニーがセカンドプレイスか
No, no. I think 6.
あ、6?
Yeah.
How many
Yeah, yeah.
riders?
Qualify first place, right?
I don't know. So at that time in that contest, that's 2001, you were doing only front wheel tricks and then you switched to only rear. Why was that?
Yeah, because the front wheel rider is so many
Yeah.
of the world, so many riders. Yeah, but back wheel riders are so very. Yeah, not many.
Not many. Mm.
Yeah.
Well, lately, are there any riders that, in particular, that you like to watch, or any favorite riders?
誰かな、うん、いない。まあ、強いて言うなら、誰っていうのじゃないけど、最近の気になるライダーは、ネクストジェネレーションのライダーかな。若いライダー、うん、のなんか発想とか、そう。僕が昔、メニーヤザゴーにあったスカフトリックスとか、じゃなくてね、今のライダーは、また新しい、ノースカフだったり、スピニングだったり、タービンだったり、そう。だからなんか、新しいネクストジェネレーションのライダーが考えることは気になるかな。
Fair enough. I like that. Excited about the next generation, right?
I think that's a great answer, and I think that's a great way to look at it. We always talk about our favorite riders, and we always pick a pro's name. So
it's not easy.
I love to hear that someone's thinking about the next generation.
And we found that in a few of our interviews. You know, a few pro riders have had trouble picking one rider because obviously they respect their peers, but they're excited about the next generation coming up.
I think that's something that we need to be excited about.
For sure. And all of us that are not pro riders, we're excited about the pros, and especially seeing them in contests or video edits. And Yohei, you recently were invited to the upcoming Red Bull Circle of Balance in Kyoto, right? So how does it feel to be one of the invitees?
すごく嬉しい。今まで過去に3回あって、サークルバランスが3回あって、1回も出場したことがなくて、初めて。
そう。
初めてエントリー。だから、すごく、待っていた感じ。待ち望んでいた。しかも今、すごく調子がいいから、タイミングバッチリ。
He is obviously just coming off a win.
A good win?
In the King of Ground in Kobe. So he's got a lot of momentum behind you. And if I had to pick one person, I think you've got as good a chance as any other in the rider list. But if you take yourself out of the contest, who do you think will win?
難しい。もし1年前だったら、2年前かな、2年前以上だったらマティアスが絶対に勝ってたと思う。マティアス・ランドワが。I think. でも、マティアスはまあ今、ストリートスタイル入れて、新しい、そういうね、自分のスタイル突き詰めてるから、まあ、今ちょうどフラットランドの世界レベルが、誰が勝つかわからない状況で、予想がつかないのが多分今の時代というか、昔だったらね、マーティだったり、ビッキーだったり、マティアスだったり、わからない中で抜けてるやつが何人かいて、けど本当に今の時代は誰が勝つかわからない。だから想像がつかない。まあ、みんな同じレベルだと思う。みんな同じレベル。あとはもう、本番、当日に決めたやつが勝つ。好き キルじゃなくて、ラッキー。
So luck, you heard it there first. Luck will decide.
I think so. You know, I mean, all these guys have got banging tricks, and they're all riders at the top of their game. You know, this is Red Bull Circle of Balance. These are, you know, hand-picked people to this contest. So
Yeah, and you're right. I mean, everyone has a very comparable skill level. So if you pull your run and have a little bit of luck, I think that's going to give you the win.
I really agree. It's anybody's game. I don't have a favorite in this contest.
I've got 15. Yeah, 15 favorites. One of those 15.
Okay, fine. You're
Yeah.
right. I have 15 favorites.
So outside of contests, you've also completed a pretty long coming video for the 430 team, and pretty much every heavy hitter in Japan is somehow affiliated with 430, it seems. So that video is coming out now. First of all, how was it, filming for that 430 team video?
大変でした、すごく。ジェームスってUK の、UK のカメラマンのジェームスが日本に来てて、で、彼が全部カメラワークしたんですけど、まあ、ジェームスがディレクターでもあって、そのトリックとかも、オンリーハードトリック。だから、すごい、初めて決めた技ばっかり。その時に初めて。とか、なんか、決めても、ジェームスが、ノー。ダメ。とか、そう。まあでも、過去にもないぐらい多分みんながハードトリックに挑戦して初めて決めて、その時のなんか嬉しい表情とかがかなり新鮮かもしれない。
So this 430 video, I just can't wait to see it. So speaking of your section, how long did you personally film for this one?
2週間かな。
Well, it looks like you're outside right now. It looks like you're in the back of your car, actually. I think that's your spot, right? And, can you maybe give us a quick look at the bike that you're riding?
So blur. Wow. Nice.
It's a Nissan Cube back there too, by the way.
That is a Nissan Cube.
I have
Very
one
cool.
of those.
Just downstairs.
Yes.
That's very cool. Well, first of all, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. I think we're both pretty honored that we can have you on the show. Do you have any final words? Anything that you want to add to the show at the end?
感謝の言葉たくさんあるんですけど、そうだな、世界中の人が見てるから、まあ、世界中の、BMX ライダーの人たちに向けて、楽しんで、Enjoy BMX で。
Very cool. Very cool.
Enjoy BMX かな。Riding is fun.
Well, again, thanks so much for talking to us, and good luck.
Thank you.
Mata.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Another great interview.
Yes, we've been fortunate.
We have been very fortunate. The Flatland community, you all guys have been just great.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
None of this would have been possible. No.
Without you. So, as part of our closing, we want to talk about a few noteworthy upcoming events. First and foremost, Anarchy and Anderson, the third stop on the Am-Flat circuit. This is shaping up to be important.
There's a lot of really, really good riders that have the potential to win the AM circuit.
Should be exciting.
Yeah, I know. I just know for sure it won't be either of us because we've only gone to one.
Not a chance.
We've gone to one.
Did want to say thanks to Joe Miller and the Am-Flat circuit for, again, putting on a great contest.
Absolutely.
Two more events a little bit closer to home. The first one on August 4th is our annual, and by our I mean Portland,
Portland, yep.
Our annual, BMX event, the Enjoy the Trick Summer Jam. They have lined up a bunch of sponsors to give away a lot of free stuff. It's always a fantastic mix of street riders, park riders, flatlanders. Portland is kind of blessed that way. Location is unique. It's at the Lumberyard, and this is a bike-only park. It's not a skate park. Upstairs, it's just crazy wooden bike park. Downstairs, in what will become the gallery space, right?
That's right.
We're having our jam, and so you should see some crazy graffiti murals and beautiful artwork. It's a nice flat concrete area. Again, there'll be lots of goodies to give away, so if you're anywhere near Portland on August 4th, check it out. The last event we want to talk about is on August 11th. It's a week after the jam. It's the annual Hopworks, which is a local Portland brew pub. They put on their Bike to Beer Fest, which kind of looks like
Biketoberfest.
Right, so it's a play on Biketoberfest, but it's bike to beer, so it's all cyclist centric. So there's handmade bike builders at the show. There's bands. There's a huffy toss.
That's right.
And you just hop, you know.
Yeah, if you watched the last video that we made for that event, you actually saw a few people try to throw the bike, and then you see Joe actually throw the bike.
Yeah, our hero Flatlander here just
hucked
it. Yeah, hucked it.
So cool.
So that's going down on August 11th. We'll be doing a little bit of a demo at 3 o'clock on that day, and then just enjoying the atmosphere, the beer, and the huffy toss, and the bands the rest of the day. August 11th, Hopworks. Check it out. It's online. Should be a really, really fun, family-friendly event.
Absolutely.
For sure. And it's only $5. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, you get a cool cup.
You get a pint glass. So yeah, check it out if you can.
All right, and with that, you know there's tons of ways to connect with us. You're obviously watching us now. YouTube, Vimeo, iTunes. Subscribe, follow, like, comment. Love. Instagram us. We're both on Instagram.
Yeah, FWTV_Anthony.
And I'm Everyday Paradise, so search for us there. Obviously on Facebook, facebook.com/FlatWebTV, and always FlatWebTV.com.
Yeah. Other thing about Instagram, if you guys are on Instagram and you think you're awfully clever with what you Instagram, unlike us, let us know. Maybe we'll do a little bit of features in the future.
I think we might.
Yeah.
We might think about it. So, you know, hashtag us with FlatWebTV.
We'll check it out for sure.
Hey, did you do that?
Synergy. But once again, thank you guys for watching. This was episode 20. We'll keep doing them if you keep watching them. It's been a lot of fun.
That's right.
Thanks to Terry, Yohei. Special thanks to Dane for hanging with us for a week. Check that edit out coming up. And I think that's it. Once again, my name is Anthony.
And I'm Justin.
And this was FlatWebTV. Yeah.
Test.
What?
Can you be the robot?
No. Cannot do the robot.
Are you whiter than white when it comes to dancing? Because I am.
I'm like no rhythm.